What's up, guys? How's it going today? I hope everybody's doing well. And today we are finally, hopefully, getting the Jeep fixed. I know that I said that after the last video everything was running great and it was fixed, but honestly it hasn't been running the best, because once you fix one thing, it's usually the next thing in line in that same system that is going to be your weakest point now, and that's the next thing to go. So that's kind of what happened. After we did the transmission mount, it drove great for the first few days, and then I started getting a vibration which started getting really bad really quick, and I determined that it was my U-joints. Now, me never having done U-joints before myself, I didn't want to play around and press them in and do them with a hammer at home. I took them to a shop, and well, I took the Jeep to a shop to get it done, and it's there now. We're on the way there to pick it up. I'm in the Jetta, as you guys can see, in the daily, and we're gonna go pick up the Jeep, leave this there so that I can take the Jeep and fix it some more, because this morning on the way to the shop, taking it there to get the drive shaft out and get the U-joints replaced, I got a check engine light, and I checked the code by doing the little key trick back and forth 5 times, and it gave me the light, the code for evap leak. Now, I think I know exactly what that is. When I was dropping the tank and we were putting it back in, there was a line that came off, and we weren't able to secure it properly because the connector was so brittle and so old. It's like a little plastic T connector. I've got another one somewhere that I'll show you guys in a bit, but basically it was so old and so brittle that it just broke apart and it's completely shattered, and yeah. So we were hoping that it would be all right for the time being and we wouldn't have to do it for a bit, but I guess sooner came than later, and we've got to go and do it. So I've got the T connector, I've got everything we need, and I'm gonna go grab the Jeep. We'll head back to my place. We'll drop the tank. We'll see if we can drop it halfway and not have to do all the bolts all the way around, but we'll see what we can get away with. So we'll drop the tank, we'll put the new T connector in, and we'll clear the codes, go for a ride, and hopefully it's fixed. Because this Sunday we are going off-roading, and my buddy's got a pretty built Jeep that he's bringing out. He's actually the one organizing the trail run. He's going to show us some awesome spots and some cool things to do, and hopefully we get some good footage. This guy's got a nice built JKU with 40s on it, fully built all around. It actually just finished getting built this year, so I'm excited to see it in action. So stay tuned for that. But right now, let's go grab my TJ. Oh, I see it. There it is, hiding behind this green one. And right before I left, like 2 minutes before I was about to head out, I got a package. Oh, if I can get it out. It is the vent for that side right there. And if you guys remember, I don't know what happened to it, but a couple videos ago I noticed it was missing. So here it is. And this piece of shit was $150. Yep, I know, but we're not gonna ride around without it because it sounds like an old man with a gap in his teeth. So let's go put this on and let's get rolling. Honestly, for 150 bucks, I'm pretty disappointed. Like, there's like a gap there, and if I go to close that gap just enough, well, then you get almost a gap right there. So it like barely fits, and it doesn't want to stay in. If you guys see, like, it's not the greatest fit. I think what I'm gonna do is take it out for now for the drive home, and I have a double-sided 3M tape that I used for my spoiler on my other vehicle, and I'm gonna take this, put a little bit of 3M tape there, and it'll make me feel a lot better, because I don't think this is gonna stay in by itself, and I'm not trying to pay another 150 bucks to replace it again. So I'm stuck in traffic now because it's rush hour, but I've been driving for the past 15 minutes and I did get it up to speed. And no vibrations at all. Everything is fixed except for this guy. But I'll take care of you. I'll head back to my place, and hopefully that little piece that I put in will take care of that evap leak and we won't have to see this light anymore. So I've already disconnected the battery. This will help us clear the codes. Now let me hop underneath and see if maybe we don't have to drop the tank and I can find this line. If I drop these two, I think I should be able to get in there. So let's go put the jack underneath and we'll drop these two bolts really quick. All right, tank is supported. Now, I don't even remember what size these are. Pretty sure it's a number 12. Well, it's hard to see in here, but well, it's not that easy to see, guys, but the two bolts are right here and right here. So I'm gonna loosen those now. Hopefully we have enough room to get that line on and we'll be good. Here's the end of that line. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's the piece we need to attach to the other two lines that are inside. And my light just died, so bear with me, but I'm gonna rip these two out really quick and we'll be on our way. We got one out and we got the other one out. Hopefully, once we lower it, there's enough space to work. Alright, I think we're gonna be in luck. Let me grab the new connector. And here it is. This is the connector that we're throwing in. It's basically just a vacuum line connector. And we're gonna slip it on there. One from each side of the tank and one to the evac. And that should hopefully do it. Now, it's gonna be a little tricky to see. But I'll try to set you guys up in a way that you guys can kind of see, but at the same time it's pretty dark under there and my light just died. Oh, my hand keeps cramping up on me. Oh, finally. Time to lift the tank back up. Hopefully that light doesn't come back. And here's the broken one. As you can see, this little guy right here is causing that engine light. Beautiful. Now I'm just gonna connect the battery and go for a ride. Oh, it looks like we finished right on time because it is starting to rain right now. But so far so good. No check engine light, no nothing. Everything drives as it should for once again. We'll see how long this lasts, but I'm optimistic. I think that we caught all the little gremlins so far and we should be good to go. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, we will be going off-roading this Sunday. Today is Friday, so hopefully the Jeep can hold itself together until then. But so far so good. And yeah, it is fully raining right now. Like, good thing we finished that quick. We got the tank back in and now I'm just getting a quick ride to go pick the Jeep to go pick up my Jetta, and then we can go back home and hopefully this rain calms down and we can throw on that vent, because we got to cut a little bit of that 3M double-sided tape, throw it on there, and hopefully it'll stay on and I don't have to buy another one, because 150 bucks for that little piece of plastic, it's a little ridiculous. Alright guys, and we're back in the Jetta, so now we're on the way back home so we can go finally put that vent in, and it looks like it's cleared up. Not raining anymore. Skies should be turning blue soon, which means the Jeep should dry up and we'll be ready to throw that vent on. Now, hopefully it stays on this time. Okay, so now we're back and here is that vent, and for some reason it doesn't want to go in, and for some reason the plastic welds that hold it together all along here came apart, and all of these guys are loose. So what I'm gonna do is tape this to the housing so that it doesn't come apart, but more so to make it fit. If you guys can see, there is a flat spot like right here along the edge. So what I'm gonna do is take off this foam that came on it, just peel it right off. I've already started on that side, and once the foam is off, I'm gonna add a 3M double-sided tape, and then I think that should hold it to the Jeep. Alright, awesome. Now we have all the foam off. Now all I have to do is attach the membrane with the flaps, or whatever you want to call it here, the little rubber part, to this. And once we have everything attached, then I'm going to start messing with the double-sided tape. Say that came out pretty good. It's a pretty good edge. And along the back we've got the 3M double-sided tape, so I can just peel this off and stick it to the Jeep. Now let's just do the ends and we'll be done. And that's how you save tape. I'd say that came out pretty damn good. From this side, looks great. And now I think we're ready to go install it on the Jeep. However, it is nighttime. As soon as I wake up tomorrow, we'll go put it on the Jeep and we'll see how it looks. And then we can finish off the vlog. And this tape is actually like a foam tape. So it has maybe, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch of foam there. So once you actually unstick the red like backing here and you have the glue exposed, there is a little bit of like a cushion. I don't know if I can show you with my finger here, but that is what's going to actually help it attach to the Jeep, because if there's any unevenness or any parts that don't want to like perfectly grab on this part onto the Jeep, then this will actually help accommodate that and fill in those little gaps. And if you guys are wondering what tape that is, it's honestly just a 3M double-sided tape, like a foam tape. It's also called a trim, and it's used for like trim on the side of cars, on your car door or on your trunk, as well as keeping on those like rain visors or sun visors on the top of the windows. And I use it to keep on my spoiler on top of my window on my Civic. But it also works to keep on small spoilers on your trunk, for any of those spoilers that don't have the actual gap between the trunk and the spoiler, where it's just one solid piece with the trunk. They would use this type of tape. Alright, it is the next day and it is super windy today for some reason, but I've got the part and I took off all the tape. As you guys can see, no red left. So let's slap it on there and hopefully we don't have to buy another one. Now, moment of truth, line it up. That looks about right. So there you have it, guys. This is my side that I put on. And here is the stock one, or whatever this is anyway. And this one is pretty tight. Like, this one doesn't really move at all. So I'm not worried about this side, and it doesn't sit perfectly flush, but it's good enough that I don't want to take it out and play with it. If I do need to fix it, I will take it out and do the exact same thing. I'll put the tape on the back, and I think it'll be great, but it doesn't come out, so I'm not worried about this one. But this side looks pretty good. Like, I'm actually happy with it. This little bit of gray that you see of the foam, it will kind of blend in and darken as I drive the Jeep and as it weathers. So I'm not worried about that. You won't really see that. But I'm actually really happy with it. And it's on there. Like, it's not coming out. Actually, I might do the other one just in case. But that's about it for today, guys. Finally, we got it running right. We got everything as it should be. And tomorrow we're taking it off-road. So stay tuned for that, because my buddy's gonna have his big ass 40-inch tires on his Jeep. We're gonna have some crazy times, and hopefully we're gonna get stuck so we make some good footage for you guys. And I know that he likes to get into some messy stuff, and he doesn't have doors or a top on his Jeep right now, and it's gonna get full of mud tomorrow. So trust me, you guys want to stick around for that. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Drop me a like, drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys like. Let me know what you guys want to see. And until next time, guys, ride safe out there. Peace.